Alright, in this video we're going to talk about how to generate Bible reading carousels specifically. So we are going to go over, if you go to Explore GPTs here in the top left corner on, what have you?
Can that be bigger?
Yeah, it can.
Chat PRO.
So when you're on, it's PRD.
Oh, PRD.
When you are on ChatGPT,
Well, that shows you my version.
this you hit Explore GPTs, and then top right corner says My GPTs. You see that?
Yeah.
So then you click on My GPTs, and this is going to show you all the stuff that we've created. So this one is Bible Carousel Maker. That's what this one's called. So this is for the Bible readings. I'll keep the name the same, Bible Carousel Maker GPT. And then I'm gonna put this link. Oh no. We could click it. Click it
Turn it
or
off.
click it.
Is that okay?
It's okay with me.
Is that okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Alright, it says I will turn any topic into a carousel post based on biblical principles. Now, it's just like the Bible readings, but this time it's going to spit it out in a
Carousel?
table. It's going to spit it out in a table. The question, text, and then the note. Now, this is a part where, like, we want to find out, like, I'd like suggestions on how to decide or determine what kind of posts that we want to create. What kind of
Questions?
what kind of Bible readings do we want to create, like topics and themes, and we want to choose topics that are going to overcome people's objections that holds them back from succeeding in their health coaching business. But we want to be intentional about creating things around our offer that really solve unique problems of our audience and address the misunderstanding and myths that they have. That's some of the stuff we want to address. Now, let's do one on, we did one on failure, so let's do one on sales. Now, there's actually multiple approaches we could do it. One, we could literally just be as little as like, what does the Bible say about sales? And it'll pump out something decent. I think the best way to kind of do this is if we have like verses that we like or use from a slide presentation, we could just make a list of that and say, and we'll just paste it on there. And if we give them like 6, then they're just going to add the other ones that we're missing. So even if we have 3 verses we know we want to use, we just put them in there and go. Or if we have a section of a transcript, we can literally take that transcript and just plop it in there, and it's going to turn that transcript into a Bible reading and use similar language that was used in the transcript, which I think is just nice.
What about Ask Me Anything? Are you going to use that at all?
What do you mean by Ask Me Anything?
Are you going to use the stuff that you talk on that in there?
Oh, the stuff that I teach on there?
Yeah.
You mean the transcripts? Yeah, we could use the transcripts from anything, really. I don't think there's much of a limit. I mean, obviously there is if it's extraordinary, but for our use case for the Bible reading, I think we could put a lot of transcript in here and it'll pump out a Bible reading for us.
Okay.
I think that's like the way to get the best quality. It's not required. And then the third way you could do it is just ramble, kind of like what you know, what you've heard, or what you understand about it. So I'm going to do that. Because in the future, I will say that we're going to add a transcription. There is this transcription here on all posts like they usually have. But I'm going to run a transcription. I'm going to put a transcription property, perhaps a transcription property that will help us to, like, for the micro content that is creating other stuff. I think that a transcription property could be good because you just copy and paste it, and it's only that type of thing. But we're gonna speak this right now. Here's H. I know many health coaches have a hard time with selling, especially those who believe the Bible. What does the Bible say about the importance to sell our products? I know Proverbs 11:26 says, "His blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it." In Proverbs 31, it talks about the virtuous woman, how she makes fine linen and selleth it. She doesn't give it away, but she sells it. I know Proverbs 31 says that she knows that her merchandise is good, so she has a strong belief in what she's selling, and that is important too. 2 Kings 4, 1-7, it talks about this widow who was in need of a financial breakthrough, and the man of God told her to go sell the oil. So she built a business, and it says, "Sell, pay, live." Those who refuse to sell will be unable to pay, and if they're unable to pay, they'll be eventually unable to live. So can you share with me other verses similar to these that show that help to overcome the fear of selling health products and charging for their health advice online? And you don't need all that context. I just did that because I have it. But, granted, I've only used this like 3 times or so. Oh yeah, there it is. It's going at it. So I tried so many times to get this thing to give me like
proper table.
all of them,
Oh.
like all the properties, but it gives me like 3. I just wanted 2 rows. I wanted the header row and then like all the answers on 1 row, but instead what it does is it gives me like 3 rows, and I'm like, you know what? It looks like this one did, or it didn't give me the number that I'm expecting. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's an error. Regenerates.
Regenerate.
Don't hate, regenerates. Absolutely, addressing. Ooh. That's not what I want.
That's not right.
So this was closest. So one thing that you could do with this is now that you have them, I find it works better if you highlight at least 2 columns, because they paste into the database easier. And then so I'm going to paste that, and then I'm going to go here. You don't want to do it under fear of failure, because this database is going to create it based on the fear, like it's going to maintain that. So we're going to go back to
that's cool.
Unique left mode profile. Yeah, it'll automatically, that's all relating to the fear of failure. So we're going to go to this in progress. We're on the IG profile, and then we're in the quote card. So let's go to the carousel view, carousel, and we're going to be in the Bible reading view. So this is plans, and we're going to say the fear of selling Bible reading. Do you know what off the top of your head, what carousel? Do we have a carousel like code? Is it like CR or something, or do you not know?
No, I don't.
Okay.
We haven't set one.
Okay, so then makes sense. So when we open this is what happens. You have the opportunity to we want to fill in the hook 1 and hook 2. That's the only way for it to show up in the carousel database, because it's a roll up. You can't edit it in that database. Go down here and you click on new carousel photos.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Yeah, I was just saying that the hook 1 is a text property. This is the only way for you to write the page 1 and 2 for your carousel, because in the carousel database,
Those are roll-ups.
they're roll-ups.
Okay.
And there's a few roll-ups like that. I need to turn that off, I think. No, I don't. Yeah, so when we go to this carousel database, I'll show you the roll-ups. The way that you add it now, remember, it's in my clipboard. I copied it from that place. So I'm going to go hit new, and then it automatically has the fear of selling Bible reading. So that's a relation, so it's there. And then we can't edit that. That's a roll up. And then, but we do have the first 3 questions, which aren't bad. So you click in there and you click out of it just so this could be so it could be highlighted, and then you hit Control V to paste it, and then it's yeah, there we go. Yeah, just like that. See? And then put the whole question there. Now all I do is I take this row and I just hit the little invisible check mark, and then I delete it. And then now we've got that. So this one has, it looks like it's off. Where did I put it? Teach point 1. Oh, this is why it's off. I'm glad I made this mistake on camera, because you see the teaching points view that I'm in?
Yeah.
This is a different format. This is not a Bible reading format, so the order is going to be different. So I'm going to actually, I could probably highlight all this stuff so I don't have to delete that last one. If you ever make that mistake, just go to the Bible reading format. I'm like, there's something not right about that. And now I can paste. And now we got question, Bible text, description, question, Bible text, description, question, Bible text, description. And you're good. We got the first 3. Does that make sense? Isn't that cool?
Simple.
So I'm making it as simple for you as I know how to. Oh, this is good. This is overcoming an objection. Okay. Isn't selling just about making money? Freely you receive, freely give? Let's see. Wow, this might seem to discourage charging for services. The deeper message here is about the flow of value. It encourages generosity, but also implies that what you have, your expertise, is value and worthy of exchange. This doesn't negate the fairness of exchange, including financial compensation. Now, I probably don't like that answer or question that much. If I was going to overcome an objection for that, I'd probably just reword it, and that's okay too. But that is an objection.
What if you didn't like the whole thing? How would you replace that? Would you have to just
the whole question?
For that part, yeah. That question and answer.
I don't.
But all the rest is good.
I don't like this.
Yeah, but you're just gonna reword
Okay.
it. But what if you wanted to turn it off totally?
No, I'm not gonna reword it. There's nothing in there that I want to keep.
Oh. So how does it get?
And maybe like that. That's not bad. But I would delete the whole thing. How are you gonna reword it? Well, I think that
replace it.
the most most of the people who are going to be replacing things in here, it's going to be like me and Kamran, and we just say something different. I mean, Kamran could decide, he's like, yeah, I don't know about that. It doesn't sound like that's on brand, and it doesn't sound like something that we would say. So he can come up with his own answer that he thinks, or you could delete the whole question entirely if you wanted to.
How would you replace it if you deleted it?
Like I just said, he would just come up with his own stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it, because what you're doing, all you're doing is you are copying from ChatGPT and pasting it in here, and so that's like a data entry kind of thing.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about the words and stuff.
What about the pictures?
Well, we're gonna get there. And the Bible readings, none of the Bible readings have pictures.
Oh.
So that's another way that this is really
Why?
fast. Because it's a lot of text and a lot of wording. Out of all of our designs, the Bible readings have the most words on it. So we are going to we're getting, the more simple it could be, the better. And when you look at Paul Getter's, and I've seen this format works well. Yeah, they're simple and they don't have like that one is even smaller, but they don't have a bunch of those words. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, so
what do you want pictures of?
We're not talking about pictures right now. We're talking about Bible reading. So let's cross that bridge when we get there. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why should I charge for my health advice? And it says the labor is worthy of the hire. That's a good verse. So that's basically how we have this. And then here, we go back here. I need to find out why this is not regenerating. For the most part, this should generate in a table, but I'll be honest with you, was this better or worse? I'm going to say this is worse. but it gave us 7. So what we could do, like if you wanted to, oh, this doesn't even have questions. Yeah. Well, we could copy and paste them, but that's probably not going to be as fast. Definitely worse. So let's see, I edited, make sure to respond to me in a table format, and then it goes back to this. Oh, there's 4, 5, 6. Now it's going all 7. Now we've got all 7. Good.
It's going your speed, huh?
You're funny. Also, some of these, Kamran, we could just go to the financial laws Notion database, and there's a whole bunch of scriptures on this subject.
You think it's possible to type that fast?
Oh man. Yeah, I think it's possible. I mean, as long as you can think that fast. But I mean,
doesn't
talk that fast.
talking allow you to type that fast?
Yeah, but I don't know about like going tap tap tap. This is the best that I've ever seen right here.
Wow.
It's never done all of them like this. That was really good. So I'm gonna go here.
Tell it was good.
It's not gonna remember what I say, so I don't see a point in that. I'm gonna get rid of that.
You can give it a thumb up.
That way it knows to do it like that.
I can give it a thumb down.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I thought I used to be able to do that. I don't think it will remember to do that. That's all part of the custom prompt. So they gave us 7, and we have room for 7. So just in case the answer might be different, I'm going to actually create another one. Not because they need to be different. I mean, but I just if there's one that is answered better here, I would like to know. It did this. Okay.
What if you highlight across the board?
Oh, so when you paste all in there, this is another issue that happens. Like I can't hit Control Z. It doesn't seem to like do anything. So the way you can undo that is hit the 3 dots and then hit undo this way.
Oh, that's nice.
And then it takes undo on the whole page.
Oh, nice.
So that might have happened for the way that I copied it. And remember, I find it's kind of finicky sometimes when you copy the database. So I'm going to copy like the whole table and then like right before that T and see if it makes a difference. Because I might not be copying the entire database, and I guess that matters.
I don't know if it would do this work the same way as Word, but
That works.
oh, that's good. But if you go in the top left-hand top of it and copy from there, it'll do the whole table.
Top left hand?
No, where the number 1 is?
It didn't seem like it.
No, on the outside of it.
It didn't seem like it. Oh, there it is. There we go. See, it takes a moment for the bottom one to load. I've noticed that too. So then we just go over to this guy and we delete it. And now we have those. So they're not the same questions. Good thing I saved it over. So what were you saying about transferring this?
Yeah, if you go up to the corner of it,
Right
right,
here?
there. Yeah.
That is what I did. I went right here, and it's the same thing. And then you just go from there to there.
Does that smell good?
See that, Mom?
Yeah.
So that's how I got it to work. So it's good. You're using your knowledge of Word, and it applies the same thing to Notion and whatnot. So another thing too that you can do is if you don't like the question, you can just ask it to regenerate. And as you saw, we generated it 3 times, and all 3 times same prompt. It was different response. So even if you use the exact same prompt, it's not always going to get you the exact same results, which is okay. And what that does here, that's not necessarily that we want to create 3 of them. We'll just, hey, look at, now let's synthesize which one that we like to replace that. So, how do I know my services are worth the price? Let another man praise thee, another not thine own lips. The value you provide is evident in the transformation and testimonials of those you've helped. Your word speaks volumes, validating the words of your work speaks volumes. So, I mean, that's not bad. I like that a lot better than what it gave before. So I'm actually going to cut that and then go to that one. Freely receive, freely give.
It's not just about money, making money.
I mean, I like that objection in the first sentence, to be honest. It's not bad.
It's about the flow of value.
I would just, maybe I'll just add that here. But anyways, I would probably change the question, but it would be like, doesn't Jesus say we need to give everything away for free? This is talking about it's like salvation. His Spirit is free. God's grace is free.
Yeah, you know what? Scripture's good for that.
Knowledge is not free.
The one where somebody was trying to buy the Holy Spirit in the Bible.
Something like that.
That's a good scripture for that.
Yeah, so basically that's how we can go about that, and then ideally when we're done, we want everything to be on one row. We got one row, one hook. So for coming up with a hook, I'll show you something common that's pretty cool. Daryl Eves in his YouTube course, he talks about how when you have a content, he calls it a content bucket, I call it a content format pillar. He's like, when you have these content pillars, then you can find a format that works, experiment with different formats, but find one that works, and like that's where you pour in a bunch of like, you just nail it and then you scale it. So he was working with Legal Eagle, the lawyer, and he adds in pop culture, and he tests this format where it's like, real lawyer reacts to, and then the pop culture law court thing. They even have like real sniper reacts to these like action movies, or real karate kung fu master reacts to these karate kung fu master movies or something, right? And so that is a really popular format that works well. And so what he does, this blew my mind, the simplicity of the hook, is don't change your hook. Literally keep the same structure, just change that word. So it's like 7 biblical principles for, and then you just like for selling as a health coach, or about, like 7 biblical principles about selling as a health coach. So you can have a lot of the same format because it works. And then what we did is we looked at his formats for those topics that worked well. And then as normal where we have these, I did something a little different. I'm thinking about like updating this so it could be more like Carousel specific swap files. But I'm not there yet, so that's something to improve. I want to close this actually. So I created this one, and it's a little more simple for the different types. We'll have like lower third gradients and things, or we'll even have book ones. But this is like finding controversial topic in the Bible. Like mom was like finding marijuana in the Bible. And people don't know if you're actually for marijuana or against it, so it's really powerful. You're both challenging assumptions and confirming their suspicions at the same time. And then so it's like 7 biblical principles too, and we could say overcome the fear of selling as a health coach. Or like that's not bad. We could use that. But hopefully I would just like explore this a bit. It's like 7 Bible verses every health coach needs to hear. 7 principles of selling God's way. That would be a really cool one for us to use. Yeah. So you can see that pretty much the Bible readings, I think all the Bible readings are answered with this. Like I don't think we can do it. Yeah, the hooks. Thank you. I don't like we can use the ones outside this, but I don't think there's really a need to. We're gonna be able to find something out of one of these. And what we can do too is we can find like how what are different ways that we can like word this, and literally we can pop them in to. It'd be good to find. It'd be good to find a better place for. It'd be good to find a better place for the. Where we can pump out some ideas if we have more ideas. I'll probably put that somewhere around there. But as we get new ideas, we can just pop them in there for future ones that we could record. And then we have better, and we'll have more like plans, more ideas that we could follow and create and design for them, solving problems. So this is, that's how you create the Bible readings. Are there any questions? And I already recorded like how to bulk edit them on Canva, but that's not what you guys are doing.
Is it all?
For the recording.
It's gonna be on Notion.
Okay.
In the System Hub.
My butt hurts.
Thanks for sharing.
So is it just gonna be one row?
One row, per carousel.
Okay.
Yeah, just one row per carousel. We can't have more. And then when we're exporting to Canva, part of the reason why is because that's how it is. When we're exporting, it's everything that's marked as publishing will show up here, which is cool. But after a while, it's going to have several. So all of our carousels will represent one row. And Canva interprets one row will create an entire like the whole carousel from beginning to end.
Nice.
Automatically?
Automatically?
Not automatically. I mean, based on these rows, not automatically because we created these.
Oh.
Yeah, but once we line it up, it'll do it all. You just line up each like text box with the property. Do it once, and it'll do up to 300 at a time.
Yikes.
That's why we're doing it like this. Isn't that powerful?
Yeah, that's nice. That's powerful. That's a VA in a box.
Yeah. I even have a GPT maker from a guy, an AI marketer with like 750,000 followers, and he shows you how to create on-brand, tailored carousels, and he shows you what images to use and what copy to write.
Wow.
But we don't have to worry about that too much right now because the systems we got are good.
They are good.
Are there any other questions?
I don't have one.
Good. So this is how we create Bible readings. These Bible reading carousels specifically, and that's generating and then editing. Maybe it's like another topic.
But you guys are the ones who